What's going on, YouTube? I hope y'all are having an amazing day as I am having right now. Now, before I start the video, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jayden. I am 13, but I will be maybe 14 on the 13th of March. Get it? Because I'm 13 and my birthday's on March 13th. And I'll forget it. Anywho. I am the creator of my very own show. I'm also the executive producer, writer, actor, director, and so on and so on. So, now that I've fully introduced myself, let's get on with the video's plot. Now, before I start, let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted to get a job to impress your family or friends? I know I have. You see, I have always dreamed of working at one of my favorite places on earth, McDonald's, home of some of the greatest fast food ever. And believe me, I'm a huge fan of the restaurant, and I've always dreamed of working there. Yeah. 'Cause I've dropped my glasses. My bad. Anywho, I've always dreamed of working at a place where I can make money, help my grandma pay bills, and make my family proud of me. And this is where the story takes place. So, for this make-believe story, I'ma tell you how I got my first job. And by the way, if you're new on the channel, please check out the Jayden Scayles trailer. Link is down below. Oh yeah, and I just want to throw a real quick disclaimer here. I will not be saying any offensive or mean jokes about McDonald's, because like I said, I'm a huge fan of the restaurant, and so I will not be displaying any rude stuff about this amazing place. Alright, back to the video. I'm about to get myself in trouble with YouTube. Now, it all began one bright and sunny morning. I was preparing for the big day. Getting my very first job. And I'm gonna stop talking slow now. Now, obviously, I was a little nervous because, I've never worked in my life before. I mean, look, I take the trash out, I clean the dishes, I mop the floors, I dust the house, I broom some places, and all the other stuff. But for once, I will get a real job. A job that will require skills. A job that will require intelligence. Now, of course, I was still young at the time. But hey, in this neighborhood, the bills are super duper high, and I was feeling kind of bad for my grandma having to pay those high bills. So I decided to help out because I'm a very caring person. And so I just said to myself, "Alright, Jayden, you can do this. You just gonna go in there, talk to the manager, and get the job. You are smart, you are handsome, you are loyal, and you are kind. And don't let anybody tell you that you're none of those things." I guess talking to a mirror really works. McDonald's. The finest eating establishment ever established for eating. And one of America's most prized restaurants in history. Alright, Jayden, you can do this. You are a full-grown boy now. Time to walk in that restaurant, look the manager right in the eyeball, and I cannot do this. I quit. Oh, Dijon, Caitlin, where do you think you're going? I was just, I was about to, No, you're not. You're going to McDonald's and get that job. I can't, don't you see? I ain't good enough. Ain't good Big brother, let me ask you something. Whose first words were, "May I take your order"? Mine was. Who always has a positive attitude about someone or something? Me. And most importantly, who has the brain about the size of an apple? I do! I'm gonna go straight into McDonald's and get that chef job that I've always dreamed of! Thanks a lot, guys. I don't know what I'd do without you. It's a good thing I always have my brother and sister around when I need them. Now let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, back to the story. Now, thanks to my brother and sister's advice and support, I immediately walked myself straight to McDonald's. And boy, was it beautiful. Now, lucky for me, McDonald's has not opened yet, and the last thing they needed was a chef, aka the person who cooks and prepares the food. And lucky for me, since I learned from cooking class, every employee must 1. Wash their hands, 2. Clear their stations, and 3. Make sure no one ticks them off. However, before I even walked in the manager's office, there was something I've noticed. 2 of the staffs were one of my relatives. That's right, it turns out that my mom and stepdad work there. My mom is the cashier here, aka the person who puts the money in the cash register for those who don't know what that is, and my stepdad Eon, who doesn't mind if I call him by his real name, he's the janitor, aka he cleans the entire restaurant, the bathrooms, the floor, and even the kitchen. All they were missing was a cook, and I was right there with him. Now, to be honest, I do not like or eat burgers. Matter of fact, I cannot stand hamburgers. But I do like the smell of them, I will admit that. So I wouldn't mind cooking in the back of the kitchen. And all I had to do was just walk up to the manager and ask for that job. But unfortunately, my mom said,
"Be careful, Jayden. The manager can make you do some crazy things."
Now at first I thought my mom was just joking around. But when I walked to the manager's office, I was so wrong. It turned out that the manager, aka the owner of McDonald's, was my old grandpa. And for the moment, I was scared. Because you see, my grandpa cares about 3 things in this world. 1, the family. 2, me, Dijon, and Caitlin. And 3, money. And believe me, he really, really loves money. But luckily for me, this was not really a huge problem. But all I had to do was answer a couple of questions before I could get the job. Question number 1. What's my birthday? My birthday, March 13th. Year of birth, 2008. State of where I live in, Maryland. My favorite color, yellow. Hobbies, painting, walking outside, hanging with my family, making videos for YouTube, and studying animals. Question number 4. Do you mind working in the kitchen? Well, for the answer, you see, I don't really, well, like I said before, I do not like or eat hamburgers, but I do like the smell of them, so yes, I wouldn't mind working and preparing the food for customers. And finally, the last question. Can you see? Now, the reason my grandpa asked that question is because before he could open McDonald's, he needed an employee anthem. An anthem that shows great gratitude of our restaurant. And so, I responded with saying, yes, because you know, my dad raised me to be a sinner, which I do most of the time. So, it took only 19 minutes to write a good anthem for our restaurant. And like I said before, I will not be saying any offensive jokes before I show this song. Because you know, I love McDonald's and I don't want to make it look bad. So, here you go. The McDonald's Employee Anthem. Oh, McDonald's, a place where families come enjoy their wonderful meals. McDonald's, a place where families go home and we have to clean up after them. McDonald's, a place where the employees work and work till they sweat to death, but they get paid on Fridays. And the buzzers on the roof and poisonous rats will devour our brains. Our bones will bleach in the sun. And we will probably go to... And that is a great reward for being a good McDonald's employee. Pretty good sitting, if I do say so myself. Now, for the end of our story, thanks to my anthem, McDonald's had more people coming into the restaurant more than ever. And not only was I making my grandpa happy and more money, not only am I paying my bills more and making my grandma and aunt feel good about themselves, but I got to spend time with two of one of my favorite people, my mom and stepdad. And boy, was I happy to be around them. And I was officially declared McDonald's employee cook. And like I said at the anthem, me, Mom, and Eon, we get paid on Fridays. $14. So, yeah. So, moral of the story. If you ever have nervous thoughts about getting a job, here's what you gotta do. Have self-confidence in yourself. And if that doesn't work, have confidence from others who love you, whether it's a friend, family member, or heck, even a pet. Don't let anyone, I repeat, anyone say you cannot do anything. Because I'll tell you one thing. One, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. And two, you knock the heck out of them. See you later, guys.